Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV playing on the Xbox One console. This is Green River 2019, episode number 8. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We've got exciting things happening today, but before we get started, we've already taken care of all of the animals. So there's no real animal upkeep in this episode. We've already cleaned and watered and strawed and fed and all the animals. And we've ridden all the horses as well. Everything is up to date and ready to go. You can see here we're still letting the hay and silage run out so that the cows can eat all the grass. And then we've got all of that silage in our bunker that we're going to be storing in the silo because it is done fermenting. We do need to add some oats to the horses, but that can wait. For now, let's go and have a look at the chickens, and we're running. Look at that, holding the R2 button, running across the field instead of walking. Let's have a look at our chickens. We've got 25 chickens now, and we've got a bunch of chickens that are currently pregnant. So they will be giving birth very shortly. We've got lots of Rhode Island Reds. We've got, let's keep going here. I think they're all Rhode Island Red chickens. Yeah, we got some males, some females, some are 0 pounds. They're just brand new chickens. We're going to be buying Cornish crosses at some point. Maybe next episode, we're going to look at Cornish crosses because they produce the most amount of meat and they're the easiest ones to sell. And for the great fact that they're only $0. So who doesn't want free chickens that you can sell later on for a profit? That just makes good sense. We may wind up getting rid of some of our Rhode Island Reds just to make room for the Cornish cross chickens because the description says that they produce the most amount of meat. You can see there that they're primarily for profit. So that's what I think we're going to do right now. There we go. So we just bought 25 Cornish crosses for the very low price of $23. And we only paid $23 because we don't have an animal transport to ship them to our farm. So we're going to raise these from 0.4 pounds newborn to whatever it is they are most expensive at. I'm guessing probably 1.5 years or 2.5 years of age. And hopefully we can get some nice 9 to 10 pound chickens and we can sell those for a hefty profit because they're free. Free chickens. Oh, I don't know why I didn't see that before. Let's run over to the sheep pen. That's right, running. Run, Forrest, run. We're going over to the sheep. We've got some pregnant sheep. How this happened in a pen full of all female sheep is beyond me, folks. But you can see here we've got quite a few sheep that are going to be giving birth in the next 3 to 4 days. So when you see on seasons that 0.4 years, that's 1 month, but equivalent to 1 season day when you're playing 3-day seasons with the seasons mod on. So within 3 to 4 normal days or season months, we will have a whole lot more sheep. And again, don't know how that happened because all the sheep are female. So who knows? We still don't have any wool, but I'm guessing it's because of the time of year. Yeah, I think the sheep only produce wool in the spring. I guess we're going to have to wait until spring to find out because we've only got the one full pallet of wool and it was on the 3rd day of late spring. That's when we got that pallet of wool. You can see here that all of the sheep are currently underpriced from what we bought them at. So we're going to have to keep waiting until that price increases over and above what we paid for them before we can sell those Suffolks and replace the Suffolks with the Merinos. So let's go have a look at the pigs. Look at this. We have 52 pigs now. Overnight, these pigs have just exploded with babies. We've got lots and lots of spotted pig babies weighing 3 pounds each. And these pigs right now are about $104 each. And this is all free money. lost count of how many we have, but there's quite a few there. So we've got a few $1,000s in newborn pigs. I wonder how much we can get for them once they're weighing 365 pounds, like these spotted adults. And then, yeah, I'm right here, little piggy. Yeah, so we've these are, oh sorry, they're $102 each, and we've got quite a few. So there are a few $1,000s in pigs just sitting here. Free bacon, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I always say. It's always nice to have free bacon. Yeah. So once these 3 pound pigs get up to a certain weight, like hopefully I can get $642, like for the adult spotted pigs. By then we'll probably have a whole bunch of newborn piglets to fatten up and sell. Pigs look like to be a pretty profitable business over a few months. Um, these pigs really just started reproducing like crazy. So we're just going to let them keep going. And we've even got some more pregnant pigs in there. I'm not sure if you've seen, but in a couple of days, we're going to have even more pigs. So it's just going to balloon out of control. Let's go and run really, really quickly now. We're going to hop this fence into the cow pasture. We're going to go check on some of the cows because we do have some pregnant heifers. We have some pregnant cows, ladies and gentlemen, and I think they're the Holsteins. So the milk producing cows are going to be giving birth really, really soon. I think in the next 7 days, 6 or 7 days, I think, or maybe 8, not sure. Let's have a look here really quickly. All right, cattle, where are you? There we go. Cattles, yes. So in 6 to 7 days, we're going to have some new calves. You see these ones here are, the Holsteins are 1,139 pounds and the Ayrshires are 967 pounds. The Holsteins are the ones that are pregnant. So I think as we get Holsteins, we'll replace the Ayrshires because we're really here just for the milk. I don't really depend on the manure. We just store it and then we'll sell it once the trailer gets full, which I think we're going to attempt to do today, but there was a small problem. I was looking on the map and nobody's buying manure at this time of the year, so we'll have to wait and check that out. All right. So in the last episode, we finished mowing all the grass, and I did mention that we were going to split it. So we split it just like I said, and we've picked up half grass, and then we left the other half to dry in the sun and turn into hay. So we can stock up on the hay and put it all in the hayloft and the silo once the hayloft is full. And then we should have enough hay to get us through the winter for the pigs and the cows, and if anything else needs to be done. So we're going to go and pick up the hay. And we do have, one thing we did discuss last week too, is getting rid of one of these loading wagons. I don't need loading wagons. Now that I can store grass in the silo, I don't need to keep a loading wagon full of grass, or hay for that matter, because I figured out that we can store hay in that silo too. So technically we don't even need that big brown hayloft, but I like the way it looks. So I think we're going to keep that, fill it up, and then we'll just start dumping hay into the silo. So here we are picking up all of the hay. Of course, we're not going to show you the entire process. We're just going to skip to the end of the hay collection process, and here it is. So we picked up all the hay, we filled up the hayloft, we've maxed out the capacity out in the animal sanctuary, and now you can see we've got it stored in the silo here. So we've got 225,000 liters of hay out on the animal pasture, and then the rest of it went in here, bringing our total to 229,000 liters of hay, because it counts both of them in the one number count. So 229,000 liters of hay should get us through the winter months without an issue. All right. Yes, we've already picked up all of the manure. We've already emptied. We've got to empty the milk, and I think we're going to sell the milk today. But we're going to wait till later in the episode to do that. Whoops, hit the fence. All right, so now that we let the grass dry into hay, it's actually almost ready to be cut again. I don't think it would be a bad thing to have 1,000,000 liters of wheat at your or 1,000,000 liters of hay at your disposal, but who needs 1,000,000 liters of hay? Maybe we could just buy more animals to necessitate that much hay. Then that would be understandable. But since we only have a minimal amount of animals right now, I don't really see the need. Speaking of amounts of animals, you can see that we're at $86,000 because every day that these horses get healthier and healthier, we get more money from the livery stables just to ride them and feed them. All right, so let's look at milk. Milk is actually almost at the highest it's going to be for this point in the year. The only other option would be day 3 or day 2 of midwinter, but who wants to wait until then? Let's jump in the semi truck, and I think we're going to go and sell the milk. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I think once a year, when milk is at its highest point in sales, we should sell the milk. We can just store it in that super trailer there until the right time of the year, and then we'll just sell it like we're going to do now. So let's drive on back here. We'll hook up to the milk, and we'll drain the rest of the milk into the trailer, or the tanker, whatever. There's 4,100 liters of milk left to go. And that brings us to, what, 67% capacity. And who's buying milk? Where are we going? Going to GrainX. They're paying the most amount for milk. Where's GrainX? GrainX is down there in the bottom left-hand corner. So that's where we're going to drive to. All right, let's pull on out of the farm and get down to GrainX. All right, and here we are arriving at GrainX to sell the milk through the grate that we dumped the grain into. I think it'd be more realistic if we had to suck it out of the tanker into another tank or something, but oh well. You want me to drain it into the grate here, I'll do that. All right, $95,000. Can we hit 100? 100,000. 105. 110. Milk is nice. All right, $29,733 worth of milk, and we were not even at 100% capacity. We were only at 67%. That is a fantastic cash crop for the year, although we're playing 3-day seasons, so 3, 6, 9, 12. Every 12 days we're going to get $100,000 or more. It doesn't seem like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it's free money, because all we had to do was feed the cows. And that was it. So, and it doesn't really cost much to feed the cows because silage is technically free because we just use grass. And that's what we're going to be doing later on today, is emptying out that silage bunker and storing all the silage into the silage silo, so that when we run out of grass, after we let the hay and silage empty out now, we're going to let the grass go down to 0, and then we're going to hit the cows with nothing but silage. And then we'll see what happens if they produce more manure or more milk. But either way, should be a good time. We'll probably buy some more cows too with all of the milk money, but that'll probably happen in a later episode. All right, let's just back this up here, and then we will we will go and do something else. Oh, that's right. Yes, we're going to go check the manure because, as I checked earlier, there was $0 paying for the manure. No one is buying manure. I'm not sure if it's because it's this point in the year, but we'll have a look at that. I'm guessing there is only maybe a certain time of year people are buying crap. So let's go hook up to the manure wagon. It is almost full, so I'm not really sure if we're going to have to get a manure storage facility or maybe download the manure trader mod and just sell it right here on our farm. But I don't really want to do that. It kind of defeats the purpose. Well, let's scroll down to manure. Yeah, so here we are. We are on day 1 of early autumn. Somebody should be buying manure, but if we look at the map and scroll over to manure, it's nah, nobody's buying it. So what am I going to do with all this poop? I think we might have to buy the biogas plant. So if we go into the map again, let's have a look and see. Yeah, so no one's buying poop. Let's go and see. Where's the bio? There's the biogas plant. It's $1.8 million. How do they expect me to buy the biogas plant to sell the poop for $1.8 million? I'm not going to take out a $2 million bank loan to buy someplace to sell 40,000 liters of manure. That just doesn't make sense. So we may or may not be stuck with all of this poop, or we may have to buy the manure trader mod and install it somewhere on the farm so that we can get rid of this poop. I don't really know, short of buying a fertilizer spreader and doing fertilizing jobs only with the free poop, so that way it doesn't cost us anything. That's about the only thing I can think of, but then we're going to have to buy a manure holding area as well, which is more money. I'd rather just sell it and get rid of it. I don't really want to deal with all of this crap, pun intended. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. If anyone has any ideas on a good way to get rid of all that manure or what to do with it, leave a comment down below and let's figure this out together. All right. So we are going to go back to the silage pit and we'll figure out what's going on here with the silage. We've got to maneuver those conveyor belts in front of the silage pit so that we can dump it into a trailer. And then, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I've already got the conveyor belts here. And we're going to use this small tipper that we don't really use for anything now that we're not feeding the cows total mixed ration. So we put the TMR back into the silo just in case we need it. We're going to unpack the silo. We're going to uncover it, exposing the silage. We'll move the tractor out of the way and then we'll drive one of these conveyor belts in here. Oops. And then we'll just back up the trailer underneath it. And then we'll pick up all the silage and throw it into the silo. So while we're doing this, why don't you look at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen? See that subscribe button? If you haven't already done so, click that subscribe button for me, ladies and gentlemen. And when you're done watching the video, like and share it with all your friends and family, and then ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything. You want to be here in the first hour of each video being posted so you can see it first and then tell all your friends about it. Then after you're done that, check out the featured channeled section of our YouTube channel. You'll see 3 very good up-and-coming YouTubers there. Crazy Simulator, Deuce MS, and Carl Johnson Gaming. 3 very good YouTubers that you'll want to subscribe to as well. Go and check out those guys. And then when you're done that, finally, the last and final step in my request to you, the viewer, is to come and follow us on social media. Check out our Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Discord. There's a link to PayPal donations, although donations are not expected. But, whoops, I am dumping silage all over the ground. We need to turn this belt off right now. There we go. And we're going to have to pick that up at some point. I forgot that that was on auto, and we should have had the trailer underneath there, but oh well. Anyways, as I was saying, donations are certainly not expected at all, but any donations that are made, a portion of those donations are going to go right back to you, the viewer, in the ways of giveaways and prizes and free stuff for you. So keep that in mind when you're watching the video. Anything you donate is greatly appreciated, and of course, you'll get a free video shout out in the next video. All right, so let's put this silage in the trailer, and then we'll maneuver the trailer underneath the conveyor belt. We'll get rid of all the silage, throw it in the silo, one truck at a time, and then when the hay and silage that the cows are eating now run out, they're going to eat the grass. So they eat it in order: the total mixed ration, then the hay and silage, then the grass. So contrary to what you may think, you don't have to feed your cows all three of those things. You'll need to pick one depending on what you want the cows to produce. Each food allows the cows to produce a certain more of each item. Like I think Mr. Sealy P's video is probably the best one to watch on that. If you haven't seen that, go and look at his channel and find the one where he does the cow thing, and then you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so if you missed it there really quickly, we skipped to the end of the silage. But what were we saying? Yeah, go and watch Mr. Sealy P's video about the cows and the different things that you feed them to produce different things. Like, let's say, for instance, you only want manure, or you want more manure than milk, then you'll feed the cows this, and so on and so forth. He does a really good video and breaks it down as to which types of cows you should buy for which type of product you want the cows to produce. So go and do that, and then, yeah, come back and watch my video again after you're done watching Mr. Sealy P's. All right, so let's fill up the last of the silage. This is the last 8,000 liters of silage going into the trailer, and then we're going to dump it into the silo, and then we will be done the silage portion of this video. Fun, isn't it? Just watching silage roll off the conveyor belt. Yay. Almost done. You can see it in the back of the bunker. There we go. It's all finished now. All right. And I think there's probably just like another little clump back there. We just have to move the conveyor belt again, but it's not really worth it. There's grass back there, or chaff that wasn't covered by the silo. Yeah, there's grass on the conveyor belt right now. All right, so let's dump this into the silo, and then we'll be done with the silage. Silage, silo. Silo, silage. All right, so I obviously didn't research this enough before I started playing this map, but this particular silo holds everything. I didn't need to get a grass silo or a hay loft. It's all included in this particular modded silo on this map. So thank you, map maker. I can't remember your name or who you are, but thank you for making this silo hold everything. That's fantastic. All right, so let's just bring the trailer back. I think we'll just leave the trailer here, and we'll use this as the silage transport trailer. All right, so now we just have to move these conveyor belts out of the way, because when we cut the grass again, we're going to fill up the silage bunker again. And we're just going to keep making silage, because the more cows we buy, the more silage they're going to eat. So it's always good to have more than what you actually need on hand. So we're sitting at $115,998. Not bad, because when the clock strikes midnight again, we're going to get another $10,500 from the livery stables. And then we can maybe figure out what to do with this manure. As to whatever comments you guys leave down below as to what to do with the manure. This conveyor belt, we're just going to... Oh, it's already turned to silage while we were driving it. Or did it just disappear? Where did the grass go? Interesting. All right, well, let's just get this out of the way. All right, we'll just leave this here. Perfect. Let's run back to the tractor. And we'll head back to the animal sanctuary. Alright, so we sold the milk. We've stored all the manure in the trailer, and we still need to do something with that. We've picked up all the hay. We've fed all of the animals. We've cleaned all of the animals. We've watered all the animals. We've strawed all of the animals. So there's not really much else to do. Oh, we can clean up this little bit of sheep mess. Let's do this really quickly. The sheep are really messy, although they're not really doing anything else but just throwing grass around on the floor. There we go. Back in the trough you go. Alright, so now while we were working, some other things sort of went down. I guess we need to put some more straw in the pigs. And we need to add some hay to the horses, so we'll do that really quickly. Okay, and more straw. There we go. You are welcome, little piggies. Keep reproducing. Let's make some money. Alright, that's good. They're good. And what about the horses? They need some hay. Alright, so we'll leave the straw machine here, the straw blower. And then we'll grab the loading wagon for the hay. Maybe next episode we'll sell that loading wagon. We'll see. We don't really need the money right now. I think the loading wagons are worth $119,000, or about $118,000, $119,000 used. So we'll see about that. Let's put some hay in here. We got 250,000 liters of hay in the hayloft. We obviously don't need to fill up the entire trailer, so let's just go with about 12,000 liters. That should be enough for the horses. And we'll just drive this over to the pen. And we'll back it up, and there we go. Load some hay into the horses. I will just leave the rest in the trailer. We don't need to take it back over to the hayloft. It's not going anywhere. Alright, well, there's not much else to do. So I think we'll just drive the truck around to the front of the house and maybe go and have a nap. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. Like and share this video and ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. Thanks for tuning in, folks. For now, this is JCTV saying see you later.